Is it gone? Okay, quick! Hey, Bits and Bytes! Welcome to another Patreon Q&A thing. They've been doing maintenance, like they're renovating the apartment downstairs, and it's been crazy the last 2 weeks. I've been trying to find an opportunity to record stuff, and then they're also mowing the lawn, but he's further away, and he's coming back. Oh, come on! Some of the Bits and Bytes who support me on Patreon, they ask questions every month, and then I answer the questions. And this month we've actually got quite a good number of questions. Thank you, everyone. So the first questions come from VS Master 37. Okay, it's going away. I have some questions. Will you fix yourself more goals on Nuclear Throne now that you got all the B skins? I guess I'll be passively going for the new crowns. I do know that having like a set goal really motivates you and gives you a reason to keep going, and a reason for you to keep watching. So I guess crowns, I would like to from now on, whenever I do a non-challenge, non-mod playthrough, run, I want to be able to just be like, okay, we're gonna take this character, we're gonna try to, get this crown, basically. Which will just, kind of sit on top of, my normal runs. That's kind of all there is, though, isn't there? I mean, I could aspire to take Skeleton past Loop, or to at least get Skeleton and hold on to Skeleton for more than like 3 seconds, but maybe, or Frog. The way you get Frog is just too convoluted for me. I know it's as simple as editing weapons, but it's like, that's not that simple either. I need my stuff now! Which mods do you use on Stardew Valley beside the anime character skin and the annoying dog skin? That's all. I had seen some that added some new produce, and I was like, ooh! That sounds cool, but then I also read that you have to install like this API thing, and sometimes it's buggy, and if I were just playing this on my own, I would totally go for it, but as I learned several times in my Minecraft series, where, you add on a bunch of mods and you try to update things and then stuff breaks, it's just... no, not yet. Maybe in the future, if I check a mod thread on a forum and it's the first, 3 things aren't just like, oh, it broke my game, I didn't back up, no thanks, not right now. Will you try again to finish the quest for the booth seat? They are referring to Kakujo and the quest for the booth seat, which was a game brought to us by Bruniverse Tooniverse, and I couldn't get the booth seat. Apparently, Bruniverse actually reached out to me after that video and was like, hey, you're supposed to be able to, have these other spells, and you're supposed to have this ability and this ability. I don't know what happened. So, I mean, if they want to send me a build that actually has the abilities that would help me to actually beat the game, then sure, because otherwise, I feel like I got so close, and then they kept reviving the ghost things. The ghost of dead rebel rogue ghosts. What is your favorite material of floor tile? Thank you to have reminded me that really important question. Marble. So it's expensive, and I'm normally not a person of fancy tastes, but marble is just cold and chilling to the feet, in a way that linoleum or even stone just can't do, Marble is like ice that never melts. Marble is like a marble. It's just perfect. It's like, it's like a marble, you look at it and you turn it around and you see all the bits inside, and it's just like there's something very deeply satisfying and interesting about watching a marble, unless it's just me. But then they made it to where you can step on it and it doesn't hurt. So yeah, I like marble. Don't know if I'd consider that a tile, though. It is oftentimes tiled, but I don't think it's actually a tile, so maybe that doesn't count. If that doesn't count, then linoleum. What happened to the hard drive in the freezer? It's still in there. It's just Jack Nicholsoning it up. I'm just leaving it. I strongly doubt I'll ever get the stuff out of there. The only reason I still have it is because I have been too lazy to take it out and throw it away, or rather, I've just never remembered to do it. There's still that tiny shred of hope I have that I might be able to pull out the Minecraft playthrough save file. I mean, now, I've learned from it, of course. It only took me losing my stuff 3 times, but now I have automatic backups of not only my Kakujo stuff, but also a lot of things in my Documents folder, so hopefully never again. One last question from VS Master. These are all very nice ones, by the way, thank you. Do you know what is Vocaloid? If yes, what do you think of it? Do you have a favorite song? I do know Vocaloid, and I love Vocaloid. My wallpaper right now is a Kagami frickin' wallpaper, and my favorite song right now is by Reol. It's this song called Laboratory. It's a little not safe for work, because it's just the subject matter, but I mean, it's in Japanese, so it's like, don't worry about it. Laboratory, Party Junkie, which is a Miku song, I really like. It's also kind of inappropriate, but they're just so freaking catchy. If they make a catchy song about scraping wood and making shavings that go inside of hedgehog cages and stuff, I will listen to it 1,000 times. But for now, the most catchy songs just also happen to be a little naughty. The next set of questions come from Vaz Question. Why do you still hate me? Have I not been good to you? Why did we grow so far apart? You hear about the Callie and Mary amiibos? Yeah, I did. I saw those amiibos and I was like, dang! Because I want them. You know, I've always said that I don't like hunt for amiibos, but if I happen to see one that I like and it's just there and I haven't had to, you know, put any effort into finding it, then I'll pick it up. You know, like whatever, they're pretty good looking figures. But this might be one that I actually have to hunt for. I'm gonna put on my little brown hat and take out my mini harpoon and get going. I want it. Unless if someone sends it to me. I can still put on the hat and get out the mini harpoon though. You know? How about we make a trade? I'll send you a couple pics. You send me the Callie Mary amiibo? I don't see that going wrong at all. And finally, these last questions come from Blame. What's your favorite 4-tile? We already talked about this, sorry. VS beat you to it. What's your favorite color? Maroon-ish? Yeah, the burgundy wine, somewhere in that area. I like red, but I want to try to sound fancy, you know? I'm like one of those guys that you could just say job, but you say occupation. Or at least it started off as a lie. It's one of those, how to lose a guy in 10 days kinds of things. Like, I really catfished Maroon there for a while, and then after a while I truly fell in love with it, and now I genuinely like Maroon. So this is a charming little story. Who's your favorite yokai? That is a tough one. At first it was weird because there's a yokai who is named, oh god, what's the English name? Tattletale, and I hated her, but for some reason they kept pushing her as a product. I guess she's really popular in the Japanese version or something, and they just had toys lying around, I assume. But now Tattletale's grown on me. She's cute, I guess. I really like Eterna. She's actually on my team. I don't have Tattletale on my team. I do enjoy Koma-san, Shogunyan. Yeah. So I would say Eterna or Tattletale. One's old, the other's old, but has a magical staff that keeps her from aging, and if she loses her staff for a moment, she will turn into dust. I like the silver foxes. Are there is that only for males though? Silver foxes? And what do you call old women? Just old women? Sexist. Did you try the Death Wish coffee yet? No, I'm still too scared to do it. I'm sorry. Is that like right now? I'm drinking just regular coffee, and I've got these chocolate flavored coffee beans that Tenorio got me for my birthday. And like those two combined already, like I got like the jitters. So let's one day, if I'm ever feeling like super tired or super saucy, or I need to pull like an all-nighter or something, I will bust it out. I will live stream it. And we will see what it does to my body, because it'll probably be horrifying for me. Might as well get something out of it for you guys, right? Is Atpunk a little too chill based on your specified criteria of chiptune blends you enjoy? He's referring to a Tadpole Treble episode, the first one I did, wherein I explained what I like about chiptune music, specifically the kinds that I like. I like chip music if it's got chip sounds, like, you know, like old game synth with real instruments, preferably like just a guitar and then chip instruments, which is kind of like Anamanaguchi, but Anamanaguchi is too chippy. You know, it's not necessarily something that's part of the genre, but it sure is a stigma that whenever someone's like, I do chip music, and you turn it on, it's like, and it's just like assaulting you, you know, and they don't know how to crescendo a lot of these chip musicians. That's not to say that Anamanaguchi's bad. I really enjoy some of their stuff. In fact, I've used some of their stuff in my videos in the far distant past, but I also like it with vocals. Really love J. Arthur Keen's band, but they asked, is Atpunk too chill? Never heard of them? Let's go look them up. I don't say this is chip music! I'm sure there's some of their music that is chippy. I'm interested to hear it though, but please do send me one with that you think is the chip chill of their music. That's all the questions from Patreon, and it's about a good time. I gotta go pick up Lily soon, but I want to answer a couple questions just straight up from the B&B's non-patron from the last video. This one comes from the Metakid. He says, ask, will the next word you say be no? Yes and no. Right, did I win? Carrick asks, so out of curiosity, and maybe it will be answered next video, what does Tenorio do for work? She works in medical. I fear getting more specific than that would make her nervous. I'm sorry. She used to have certification in medical care, or I guess she still do you lose that? I don't know. But now she does scheduling at a place, making honestly more money than doing the last thing, which is kind of bad. I feel like if you're taking care of human, it's the lawnmower again. I feel like if you take care of human lives, you should just get paid a lot, but apparently that's not the case, and that makes me nervous. It's a good thing I haven't been to a doctor in like 17 years, and I don't plan on it. If I ever need help, if I ever break my legs, I'm gonna be one of those guys that's like in the street, and they're all like, oh my god, call an ambulance, and I'm like scraping along the pavement like, no! Don't call them! Because, you know, an ambulance ride alone is like $500, and then fixing a few broken bones, that can cost you upwards of $100,000 sometimes. Depends on where you go, what they do to you. I don't got that money! Yeah, I have insurance, yo, are you happy, Obama? But, like, it's not very helpful. You know, I'm a healthy, strong, sturdy person. Not like I lift, I mean, like, I've got this Okinawan blood in me, and have you seen Okinawan women and men? The women, specifically are they're usually very stocky and very meaty. Have you seen Ori Monogatari? It's like, his mom, like that's me. That right there is me. No, but right, the next question was, how did you guys meet? That was through some mutual friends a long time ago. I had been just got out of my first and most awful relationship in my entire life, and you know how when you get your first girlfriend, a lot of the times you just don't hang out with your friends anymore. You disappear, you go into the hole, as they like to say, and then yeah, I got out of that relationship, and I did what any person does when they exit a relationship. Call up all their friends and try to get drunk! But no, not really. I'm kidding. We didn't drink back then. But I met up with them, and Chinori just happened to be hanging out with them, and I was like, hey! You want some pie? Or what was that hers, and she gave me some of it. I think I might have stolen her, like, chocolate pie or something. And then we hit it off, and that was, you know. Yep. Sorry, we weren't skydiving wearing Kermit the Frog costumes. I'm sorry. And that's all. I must go pick up my child. Thank you for the questions. Thanks for supporting me in all of the ways you do. On Patreon, watching the videos, sharing the videos, what have you, turning off ad block, all the things that you do to support me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!